Welcome to today's episode of Tomato Plant Emergency Room. It's like less than 7 degrees Celsius. I found my thermometer over the weekend, but I've only just brought it into the polytunnel, so it might not actually be as high as that, and it's still working its way down to what the actual temperature is. Because in the polytunnel, we've still got that great big gap up there, which may have got bigger. So when we had the 20 mile per hour winds last week, this edge here managed to deal with that, so that's good. I was going to do the polytunnel cover today as the second one on top of this one. I was going to do it tomorrow because it's a dry day and there's not very much wind, but it's not actually raining today, it's foggy. And there's no wind, so I'm going to do it this afternoon, put the polytunnel cover on, because until we do something about all the gaps in here, we haven't really got a functioning polytunnel. I suppose first things that viewers will want to know is what happened to yesterday's patients, because as we all know, the first 24 hours after surgery are the most important. So this is the one that I removed the seed case from the stem of the leaf, and you can see there's sort of like a bit of a gap, but it's not dead yet, so that's encouraging. And then the other one, which also seemed to have a seed case or something similar on, I attempted to take some of that off, but I've left the remainder on, and I'm hoping that the plant is going to that it will just bust out of it eventually. So this is today's patient, the one I was showing you last night at midnight, which, well, I don't know. So I'm going to be moving it to the polytunnel. Maybe it's like less stress here, which is another reason that I'm putting the cover on this afternoon to get it up to a more reasonable temperature. So I thought about the red one because it's a pretty colour, then that one's a little bit bigger, and then I've gone for this one because it's not really taller, but it is wider, so maybe we can grow some more roots there. I did go to Asda this morning to get some, well, I always call it soluble aspirin, but apparently it's not all that soluble, it's just dispersible instead. Now, this watering can, that's different from that one down there. So this watering can, that's 5 litres, and 5 litres is the same as 1 gallon. So I've put 2 aspirin in here. So it's two aspirin per litre, but per gallon or per 5 litres. And then I've also got a little bit of a spray. Now this is only half the strength, this is for the leaves. So what I did with this was that I already had some water in there, so I've just poured an equal quantity from the watering can into this spray bottle, so that will dilute it by half. So I'm planning to use that afterwards. So let's get on with the surgery. Well, it's not surgery, is it? It's just a transplant. So I haven't actually tested where to set this up before, so I'm hoping this works. Let's move that there.